Hello and welcome to the Of Course We'll Have a Listen podcast. I'm Craig Weir, sat across from me is Ben Rankin, and this is our first proper episode of the podcast. This has been a long time in the making, but we've got there. How are you feeling?
We have many hours of hard work and graft and a lot of tinkering with software
Too much tinkering.
has led us to the very first episode.
First proper episode.
First proper episode of the ramble that will follow.
Yeah, well that brings us into the first topic. Believe it or not, we have some topics for us to discuss today.
We have a little bit of a plan today, unlike the pilot episode.
The pilot episode was a bit of a write-off, but today we're recording this on the 10th of September. Last time we recorded the pilot, I got it out the same day. I think there might be a bit more editing involved here. More beeps.
Potentially. So
it might go on a bit longer. But yeah, let's start with feedback that we got from the pilot.
Yep. Fire away.
Well, I'd say I wasn't overly happy with the pilot. There were things, obviously, it could have been longer, could have been better. You're looking at me a bit disgruntled. But no, there was things I think could have been better. But the feedback was very good, I'd say.
Yeah, the day one fans loved it.
Charles
the day
Harvey.
one fans, yeah.
I'd say, yeah, it went all right. Got good feedback apart from a certain individual. Gave it a not so great ranking.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But
Beep.
not another beat. No, but honestly, I don't think people expect it to get on Spotify. I didn't expect it either. I thought there might have been like you already sort of have to have a fan base to get on Spotify, but
Yeah, but Spotify creators
Spotify creators
got it on there, which
Got
was cool.
good. From looking at the demographics as well, we've got a solid. I think we're on 23 views
Love it. That's not bad to be
on
fair.
Spotify.
I thought we'd have had a lot less, if I'm being honest. I didn't think we'd have more than 10.
Yeah, to be fair, I think like 4 of those were me. No, on YouTube as well. We've got like 10 on YouTube.
We're nearly hitting
We're-
triple digits.
Well, yeah, we're basically at 1,000 subscribers already.
Yeah, like, get us monetized.
Yeah, maybe not quite, but you know, feedback was good.
Yeah.
We just got to keep going, I'd say.
Yeah, exactly. It's just all for a bit of banter.
Bit of banter.
Yeah, so first topic today. Obviously, big football fans. Not just a football podcast, but we're obviously knowledgeable
No,
about that.
Well,
you know,
the name is a
It's-
football quote,
it is.
so I think
Of course, we'll have a listen.
I think we have to honour that name by at least involving football somehow.
We do. First night on Friday of Scotland's World Cup campaign.
Yeah,
We were away to Denmark
yeah.
in Copenhagen. 0-0. I watched it. I was really impressed.
You watched the whole thing.
I watched the whole thing.
Right.
It was at times a little bit of a snooze fest, but I thought we'd got absolutely hammered. But
Well, I had a bit different viewing. I think I've told you I slept through the first half.
yeah, because you call yourself a true fan. But
I looked at my phone and it said 1 hour till kickoff. So I was like, all right, I've got time. And then I woke up and it said half time.
yeah.
So
And at that point, you woke up thinking, "Oh, it'll be 2-0 Denmark."
Yeah,
But,
but it was no. And then I saw Dykes,
oh,
absolute
yeah.
sitter of a chance.
Decided to take about 400
Yeah, I know, he
touches before he eventually shot straight into
Took way too many touches.
was it Christensen, I think?
Oh, actually, no, he was single. But a good,
No, Christensen blocked it.
okay,
Schmeichel was in goals.
a good 0-0 away win for Scotland.
Yeah, it was a good 0-0 win. But to be honest, like Denmark are a good team. They're always at the big competitions. Obviously, did very well at the 2021 Euros.
That's a bit in the past.
Yeah, but they were kind of bad in 2020 at the World Cup. They
Well,
didn't get out of the group.
well, Scotland beat them on road to their failed World Cup. They beat Denmark 2-0. Hampden.
Yeah, that's true.
I was there. Boom.
That's true.
No, but and
Who
then
scored the goals?
first one was Suter, and then it was Shea Adams.
It was. I knew it was Adams. I didn't know Suter scored.
But following that 0-0 win, Scotland then travelled away
To Hungary.
to Hungary
Yeah.
to face
Belarus.
Belarus, was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was
2-0 win.
I'd argue that was probably a worse game
It
to
was,
watch.
because on Friday, you could tell, it was the classic Stevie Clark performance. You know, we sat back, we camped, we defended, like, you could tell they were pushing for the 0-0. Obviously, like, at times we did push forwards, but we were all just praying for 0-0. Like,
you were praying for 0-0.
Well, yeah, because we weren't going to score. Like,
No, it's
Angus Gunn had a good game, which was nice because normally we get Papadomrest, Angus Gunn. But on Friday it was, you know,
some of his kickouts are well dodgy for.
yeah, kicking ain't a
He
strong
just-
point. But last time I checked,
No.
goalkeepers save with their
So
hands.
here's
So,
another story for you. So I actually did watch that game from kickoff, but then I did fall asleep.
the Belarus game as well.
Yep.
Oh my.
And then
God.
I woke up, and I was like, oh, it's 1-0.
Yeah, I mean Shea Adams, it was a well worked goal.
I've only seen the highlights, never saw it live.
Well, it was, you know, squared across to him and he sort of poked it in.
Mhm.
He got there just before the keeper,
Yeah.
the defender. Surprised he didn't, you know, go straight into the keeper, but it was good. And then the own goal, like,
It's a well worked. Bit
yeah,
of play.
like if he didn't defend it, McTominay had an open goal. Like,
yeah. Well, Shea Adams done well to sort of get it over the
yeah,
defensive.
yeah.
But it's poor defending, you must
yeah.
say.
But I mean, it's going back to like COVID times, watching them close doors. Obviously, like Belarus can't have any fans, but it was funny to see, like no fans there. Like obviously going back to what it was. But joint top in the group. Obviously not top because we're goal difference because Denmark beat Greece 3-0 and we only won 2-0. But I think Greece will be a really tough test. Slightly nervous for that game.
Well, at least they're playing Greece at home first.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I don't think
I
they'd
would
be
say
able-
that's in October.
I
I think it is.
I don't actually know if I'm honest.
I think
Yeah.
like we lost to Greece
Yeah,
3-0 last year. Well, no, this year in March, which was well embarrassing to say the least.
I do actually remember that game because I remember watching the away game, and they played well. And then
Yeah, because we won 1-0. Then 3 days later, humbled at home in the Nations League.
humbled, man.
But you know, obviously I haven't been to a World Cup since '98, so hopefully you've just got to pray. Top 2 go through, I think, if I'm not wrong.
No, it's only the top goes through, and the second goes into a playoff.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh no. Right,
They
so
don't
we're-
just hand out qualification for free.
I thought top 2 got through, then third place was
I
playoff.
think that's only a case for the groups with 5 teams.
And do we not have that?
No, we have 4.
Does any group have 5?
Yeah, some of the lower ranked groups have
Okay.
5 teams, I think. It doesn't actually show who qualifies in this one.
But
We'll find out at some
Yeah.
point.
but apart from that, 2 good games. Like you can't really complain with 4 points
No, I think
after the first.
if
2
you said
games.
at the start, right, 4 points from the first 2 games, that's 2 away games out the road.
Yeah, exactly.
That's brilliant.
And then we play Greece and then Belarus back at home. I would say we play Belarus on like the 11th or 12th of October.
Belarus are not doing so well at the moment.
Well, they're not like
not as
re-
bad as some. Who were Norway playing?
Oh my God, 11-1.
I know.
Haaland scored 5
I know,
goals.
that was crazy. I woke up to that. I was like, oh.
It was just like, what is going on? Imagine like he celebrated all 5 goals.
Yeah, I know, celebrate everyone like a World Cup winner.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that would be annoying.
Yeah.
Right, so you say this isn't going to be a football podcast. Looking at the list here, we do have quite a lot of football topics to get through.
It's just the best thing to talk about.
It's just so going from Scotland, we'll move to the Premier League slightly and see Nottingham Forest, your favourite football club.
No, they're doing absolute madness at the moment. I actually can't believe it. Why? Obviously, I understand. Like, Forest only 3 wins in their last 20. Not great. It's not great. But Forest are still like they're a big club, obviously, because they won the Champions League before. But in the last sort of decade, or decades. What's that? 10 years?
Yep.
In the last sort of decade, they've not really done a lot.
No.
Apart from last year when they came, like they got their first ever their
First one
first
in a while.
European
Yeah.
season in a very long time under Nuno. But obviously he's just been sacked, fighting with the board. We've got a cheeky bit of part in the USA, Miley Cyrus
I'm not-
thumping through the wall.
I don't know if
from
I'll be able to hear
PE.
that.
There's got to be some sort of just dance going on. Zan.
Alright,
the
wait, no,
Jay-Z sa-
we're
okay,
not- we're
enough
gonna
of that. No
copy-
karaoke here.
Copyright in here.
And yeah, so obviously they had like results on the pitch weren't great, but off the pitch it was even worse. Like Nuno fighting with Marinakis.
Well, what do you think of
And the board.
Marinakis?
I don't know what that guy's actually on some sort of crack. Like, first he's running onto the pitch complaining about an injured player. Then he's complaining about different teams. Then he's buying 4 players from Botafogo.
No, I honestly think this has been coming, folks. I think it was towards the end of last season. I think they lost away to Leicester, and Marinakis
because they were going for Champions League.
Marinakis was on the pitch. Like, I don't think an
Mhm.
owner, no matter how involved they are, should be on the pitch.
Yeah,
screaming at the manager.
Yeah, I know.
And then Nuno comes out and says, "Oh no, everything's fine."
Yeah,
and
everything ain't fine, dog.
And now he's he got Europa League football.
Yeah, I know.
He got sacked and replaced by my good friend, Big Ange
Very
Postecoglou.
funny. I'm loving Big Ange instead.
But I thought that was a good move for them, if I'm honest. Sort of same level. But then I was on Twitter, which not the greatest place to get your information. Everyone's fuming. They're
Oh.
like, Ange ain't good enough for the Premier League. Like, I honestly thought it was a good move.
Where's the sound gone?
There
Oh,
it
yeah,
goes.
there we go.
Oh,
It's like technical issue there.
for context, our little recording software just stopped showing that it was recording for a few
Yeah.
seconds, but I think it's still going.
But who's winning the Premier League? We're 4 games in.
Right. So what?
Bring the table up.
The Premier League table, right? So what about?
Well, who do you think's gonna win?
I think Liverpool will win it again.
You think so?
I-
I think Chelsea will win. I know it's biased because I'm a Chelsea fan, but like, I think we will, or we'll come second.
Do you now?
I think Liverpool. If Chelsea will win it, Liverpool are winning it. Chelsea second, Arsenal third.
I can't believe what's just come out of your mouth.
No, but genuinely, we've looked the best.
It's a genuine mistake.
3 games in. 3 games in.
Well, 3 games in, and Ben has only just today, about 2 hours ago, made his fantasy team.
Yes.
I'm not sure if we'll be able to share it if there's Wi-Fi here, but we'll get that next week. We'll get the pointage.
Well,
next week.
Exactly, because Premier League returns this weekend after the
So
international break.
you genuinely think Chelsea are winning the league this year?
I think Chelsea. Chelsea win. Liverpool second. Arsenal third.
Well, Everton are 5th right now, so do you think they're going to all of a sudden come 4th?
I think Everton probably comes 7th. I think they get European football. I think Man City will get 4th. I think 5th will be. Oh, I don't know.
Tell you what, who's gone under the radar being quite bad this season?
Well, Aston Villa.
Aston Villa?
Yeah, at one point is
I'm
absolutely
looking at the
horrific.
table. I was thinking West. Everyone was clowning at
Marco
West.
Bizot.
Everyone was clowning West Ham for not having a good start. Aston Villa are 19
Yeah, I know, it's actually shocking.
without a win.
But obviously West Ham thrashed, who was it? 3-0. It was Forest, that's who it was.
They beat Forest.
They beat Forest 3-0.
That was
which
Nuno's end.
which was crazy work. Like, they shouldn't have done that. They shouldn't have beaten them by that much. Going down, I had West Ham going down. I thought
At the start of the season?
I thought they were destined to go down.
No, at the start of the season, I thought it would be Wolves, Sunderland, and probably Burnley. But
Well, I had West Ham, Burnley, and Leeds. Leeds aren't staying up.
I reckon Leeds will stay up. But Sunderland.
Under
have
Donny Fark or under a different manager?
I hope they don't sack him. I don't like when they do that in the Premier League. I feel bad. Like, they get all the way to the Premier League.
Yeah.
They normally get half a season and they get sacked.
if that.
But
But apparently Graham Potter's going though. Might sign Frank Lampard.
for who?
West Ham. Frank Lampard's on the radar.
Right, that's football. However, I also have on the list Kulusevski knee. You don't know what this is.
No, I didn't realise he was injured.
Well, neither did a lot of people. Do you want to see the photo? I might put this up. I'll have to blur it on the video,
Yeah.
though. But
That's-
Dejan
yeah.
Kulusevski, Tottenham's right winger, is injured at the moment. He needs knee surgery,
Love it.
and for some reason on his Instagram, he decided to put a photo of his knee surgery mid-surgery.
That's disgusting. Oh, get. That's his knee.
That's the inside of his knee. That is horrible.
Is that the bone?
I think so. But like, I feel bad for anyone who's on the treadmill listening to this right now. But it's just horrible.
Oh,
I know.
that's made me feel sick, man.
That
Absolutely vile.
it's
The
horrible.
inside of someone's knee
Aye.
is disgusting.
N-
I
not,
could never be a doctor.
not what you want to.
I could never ever be a doctor.
But yeah, there was why has he posted it?
That's crazy. Yep.
Oh.
Oh. Well.
Right. So I think we'll steer away from football from that,
Yeah.
since I think that sort of put you off the football a bit now. But I have written, what game show would you be on? You've spoken about this a lot. You've talked to me a lot about it. You've actually told me your answer, but I don't remember.
Yeah. So we obviously mentioned in the pilot episode, we watch a lot of game shows. We watch a couple together at lunch. I think I would like to speak Bridge of Lies teams.
Okay.
I would like Bridge of Lies hosted by Ross Kemp. Great man, great documentaries.
Great man.
Great man. He does great work for all the documentaries. I would like to go on the wheel. I think I'd have the best chance of winning the wheel.
Okay.
Because I think multiple choice with someone that's supposed to be specialist in their category.
They're never specialists.
Well, a lot of the time they aren't. But you know, it's multiple choice.
Mhm.
Obviously, you get some pretty obscure, like categories on like the final showdown.
Yeah.
But I think if we're speaking most likely to win on, I just said the wheel. And then, but what one would I really like to go on? I would probably say I'd be awful at the chase. Tipping point, I wouldn't win.
Tipping point.
Ben Shepherd's not helping me. I'm trying to think. Impossible, I would like to go on because obviously we really understand it. Like
Yeah.
we watch it every day. But I'd probably say the wheel.
No, I want to go on a game show where you can get you wouldn't obviously be able to, like, this is ideally if they went, oh Craig, how would you like us to do it this week? Because when you apply to go on a show, you just go on randoms. But like, it would be good to go on a show. Like, imagine Impossible and 30 of the people are your
it's just
pals.
your friends. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
No, I think the wheel would be good because it honestly does just seem like a bunch of banter.
Yeah.
Like, no
yeah.
one seems to take it that
No.
seriously.
I wouldn't mind going on like catchphrase.
Catchphrase is just screaming at a screen for ages.
But what do you think that you'd earn the most money on?
Well, the wheel, because all the other shows, like I'm thinking Bridge of Lies, you maybe earn like $2,000. Pointless, I think the most anyone's
Pointless, yeah.
the most anyone's ever earned on Pointless, I suppose, like $12,000. But the
Yeah.
wheel, there's like you can get $120,000 or something.
Yeah, it's crazy. But that's a shout actually. Pointless. I don't mind Pointless. What, Richard Osman's House of Games?
I've never seen it.
Really?
What is it?
It's like, well, you know Richard Osman. obviously
It
Pointless.
used to be on Pointless.
Yeah. I don't really know how it works. I've watched it a few times, but I like some of the categories on it. It's
Oh, I
quite
wouldn't
cool. Like
mind,
they get a map and it's like they're describing a place.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
like that. What's it called? Destination X. Next
Yeah,
series.
yeah.
I'd
love to be on the Traitors. So it's not a game show, but it's like, if I could be on the Traitors, would you be a traitor or a faithful?
I've never seen the Traitors.
Dino.
Sorry.
Actually, Dino.
No, sorry.
That is
No, if
shocking.
there was one TV program I'd go on, Race Across the World.
I was being TV programs.
Yeah.
I'd go on Great British Bake Off. I can cook up a storm, mate.
Can you? Under pressure?
No. Under pressure.
No, just some random guy, Ben
No.
Ryan.
Wait, you said around the world. Race
Yeah.
across the
Race
world.
Across the
Yeah, I
World.
like Race Across the World.
Absolutely love it. Just get us on.
We should. But Bridge of Lies teams, right? So there's 4 in a team.
Yeah.
For Speaking Friends, obviously the 2 of us are on it.
Mhm.
You've got to pick 2 other. So I reckon if we're covering all grounds, I think I've got more general sport. You've obviously got football and like darts and
I'm not darts.
okay, not darts, but like you know what I mean, that sort of sport.
Yeah. Okay.
F1, and then I would have Andrew Patterson on.
Okay.
I would have him on.
Big shout out. Back at home.
Yeah, I would have him on. He's got everything history and politics and everything that side of things.
Yeah.
And then the last spot is very, very contentious. You could have David
Okay.
because he knows his stuff.
David has obscure knowledge.
Yeah, exactly. He's got music, science.
Yeah.
Finlay, obviously, from the
Mhm.
McCluckie,
Yeah.
knows everything.
Mhm.
Like, to have him. You could have Fraser. Fraser and George would be. I think they're quite similar.
Yeah,
have
I'd say
either
they have
them
sort of
on.
similar palettes.
I think they both like the same stuff.
Wait, it's only a team of 4 and you've named like 6
yeah,
people here.
that's what I'm giving my options. If Robert Walls is listening,
You're not coming on?
yeah, you're not on the team, pal. Love you lots, but YouTube Shorts ain't gonna cut it. Who else? Josh Paul knows his stuff. Charles Harvey.
#1 support. He said is the first person who listened on Spotify.
Love it. First person to comment.
Mm.
But I think if I was having to make my picks, I would have Andrew Patterson and I don't know. Who would you pick as your next, as the fourth player to the team?
What have you chose so far?
Well, me, you, and Pat.
Yeah,
Would you have Pat?
I would
Probably
have Pat.
He like history and all of that nailed down.
I can trust George. You know,
You would have George.
I can trust him.
George as opposed to like Finley.
Yep.
Yeah.
The weird night talks that we have. This man has knowledge.
Yeah. What, over Rocket League?
He has both. He has both.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, that's the squad then.
That is our squad.
I think I like Bridge of Lies until it gets to the very end one. That looks quite hard.
The very where you have to get like 8 in a row or whatever.
Yeah.
That looks hard.
I think that's. But yeah. Oh wow. Looks like we're winning lots of money on Bridge of Lies.
We're not winning any money. Tell you who's not getting any money at the moment. Right. I don't want to be too political, but have you seen the situation in Nepal?
No.
You've not.
What's going on in Nepal?
Basically, try speaking to the microphone here. In Nepal, they banned social media,
Okay.
and so everyone our age didn't like that.
Obviously. Addiction.
So what they did was burn the
Oh
parliament
my
down.
God. No, they did not.
Here's an image.
Like teenagers did.
Yeah, it's a bunch of like sort of people below 20 burnt the parliament
Imagine
down.
just like, oh my God.
I'm sure there was other stuff. I'm sure it's not just like, oh, social media,
Yeah.
we're burning you
Yeah,
down.
it'll be like a big sort of
But like,
reform.
look at that.
Oh my.
I'll
days.
put that image up. That is crazy to me. Like, Guy Fawkes is loving this.
Classic Scottish reference. That's crazy.
But yeah, like I just didn't expect, like, that's sort of on the boundaries of political. We don't want to get too much into stuff,
Yeah.
but like I just find that so interesting
Yeah,
how stuff like that can happen nowadays.
I know. People have gone absolute rage.
Right, now we have another segment for you. We've got a few more things to speak about. We'll go with the bottom one,
Love it.
which says Ben swimming before school.
Yeah, so I'm driving along in my motor, and who drives past?
Me.
But Craig in his driving lesson. Where am I? Where are you going? You were turning into the car park,
Yep.
doing a bit of reverse parking.
And where are you going?
I was off to the leisure centre where we live, and I was going for a swim. You think this is just brilliant?
I can't believe it.
It was, what was it, 8:15 in the morning I
So-
drove past you? Just before then? Just that? It was about 8:20. No, just before school. Went in, we half an hour swim. It's great for cardio, great for the mindset. I really enjoy it. Get a couple of nice chats with the pensioners. Outpaced by 80-year-olds, like spamming the doggy paddle.
So you're telling me you swim before school?
Yeah.
Is that a normal thing? Do you know
Yeah.
anyone else who does that?
No one under the age of
35.
72. No, it's just good for fitness. That's why I'm doing it. Been doing it for a few weeks now. That was maybe my fourth or fifth.
Why not
swim.
like after school?
I'm
Like,
just busy,
after
you know.
hard-
Just busy.
I
Busy
ju-
podcasting.
maybe this is a normal. We could post this and turns out everyone actually goes for a swim before school, and I just didn't know.
I don't know anybody else that goes
You know,
for a
just
swim.
like go in the bath instead. Laps in the bath.
Could I just go for a swim in the bath?
Yeah.
But I mean I could, but
You drown.
well, no, I can swim. But it's very relaxing, but it's also great for your
Great for the mindset, is it?
great for your stamina and your overall fitness.
You could do with some of that.
I could.
Right, so here's another segment we have, another transition. We're not sure what we want when we have guests on. We've been thinking of different ways we can have guests on and what we say, but I don't know. I thought this morning we get some life inspirational quotes. So I want to hear your inspirational quote to help people maybe going through a tough time or they're maybe just struggling at the moment. What is an inspirational quote from Ben Rankin that's gonna get them right on track?
There's a goalkeeper in football. Doesn't mean you still can't score.
I like that. So we're gonna ask
Yeah.
everyone that.
Love it. And yours?
Oh, me? I've not even thought of mine. When times are tough, get through them.
Nice. Wow.
Time doesn't stop even when it's tough. You know, you just need to keep the same. So
So real.
sitting in a corner crying takes the same amount of time as doing something in your life. There's your inspirational
wow.
quote.
I rate it.
So
You know,
really
that hits
deep meaning there.
That hits deep.
That
You say just get up and get on with it.
just get on with it.
Just try your best.
All right.
Get through it.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
That's for today's little
That-
inspirational quote section. Until next time.
we need a little jingle.
Yeah, I know. Just like inspirational quote.
I'll keep that in. I'll cut that. We have that for everything.
Yeah, I know.
So that's actually all we have for the scheduled talk show. However, this is where we go into what would you say?
Ramble time.
Ramble
Love
time.
about ramble time.
Ramble time. Love a bit of ramble time. So have you seen any news recently that you sort of want to,
Any
or
news?
anything? Just
Well, I watched
in
The
general?
Intern for the first time on the way home
The Intern.
from Canada.
is that a
The
TV
film.
show or is that a
It
film?
was the film that I was
Alright.
telling you about with Anne Hathaway and Robert De Niro, and you thought I was speaking about Danny DeVito, not Robert De Niro. Two very different people. The Great British Bake Off started last week. I haven't watched last night's episode because I was busy, but that'll be on my watch list for the next couple of days. Have
Right.
you ever watched the Bake Off?
Bake Off. I watched it when KSI was on,
Oh, the charity
and
one.
it went very wrong.
Yeah, he definitely ain't a
What
baker.
have you seen another photo of that? His cake ends up upside down. I'll put
It was not ideal.
How is it?
I
How?
know. Very funny. I'm a big fan of the guy.
Yeah, I like him too.
Very funny. I like Yasmin on it. I also quite like. Oh, who else? You know, it's a pretty good cast.
Nice one. This is what they love to hear.
Yeah, I'm fan.
I have actually been told by a few people that did like it. The pilot episode that we need to cut out the silences.
Yeah. Can you edit that?
I can, but I kind of like how funny they are.
I know.
Adds to the watch time.
I'm trying to think. You see.
He's in deep thought
I'm trying
right
to
now.
Thoughts. I really hope that if you're on a bicycle, walking your dog, just chilling, just running, you listen to this podcast to enjoy.
What sort of BBC Sounds advert was that? What was that? Where did that come from? I don't. Okay.
It's just a little reminder to all you guys listening that chill out, listen to the pod.
This isn't some ASMR. Sit back, relax, and enjoy your evening with
Yeah,
Ben
just
and
like-
Craig. No, we're not doing that because that's gonna come up. That's not. That will come up really loud. Right. So I've got another bit here that says games and segments, stuff we can speak about. It says tier lists. I've not got one for you yet.
Not this week.
It says guess the player. I've not got that for you. It says hot takes. You must have a hot take.
Pasta and gravy. Can't beat it.
Sorry?
Pasta and gravy.
Pasta and gravy.
Yeah, that's my hot take. I think it's delicious. Yep. That's my hot take. I love it. Do you like gravy?
No, but you know, you hear hot takes where it's like, oh, pineapple is great on pizza and that, and you can sort of understand like, oh, someone likes that. I've never heard in my life
I love it.
someone go
Can't beat it.
pasta and gravy.
But do you like gravy?
I like gravy,
And do you like meaty sauces?
and I like pasta.
What
Pasta
about
and
you?
gravy.
You like cheese, you like peas.
I don't
but then
like-
You like cheesy peas. You know? You
Pa-
like pasta, you
I've-
like gravy, then you like pasta
I've
and gravy.
never heard that. I've heard of chips and gravy, and I find that
I
a
love
bit
chips
weird.
and gravy. Do you like curry sauce? Is that what you do?
I don't really do.
No, you don't do sauce.
I don't do too much. I like coatings, like something's coated in something, then I'll like that. But something that's actually like a dipping
Yeah.
sauce, I'm not a big fan of.
Yeah.
That
What's your hot take then for
Hot
today's
take?
episode?
What is a hot take? My hot take is that you should keep yourself to yourself. It's sort of another life lesson as well. That see,
What?
no, you like pasta and gravy. Who cares?
Well, you, because you asked.
Yeah, I know I asked, but who cares? You know what? Like, just
Your hot take is keep yourself to yourself.
My hot take is that people speak too much about themselves, which is a bit ironic the fact that we're doing a podcast.
Literally speaking.
But like people, I feel I'm doing
Talk
this something.
about a hot take. This is like a microwave mild mild take.
Mild take.
It's like you already salted this boiled chicken.
Boiled chicken. I don't think I have many hot takes, but that's the problem. I've asked you a question that I don't have an answer to myself. Oh. I think university's overrated,
Yeah.
which is also a bit because I'm not going and a lot of people I know are. But I don't like. I feel like nowadays it's sort of seen as a requirement. Like even if you don't know, like people say like, "Oh, I don't know what I want to do. Oh, I'll just go university and hope something sorts out." I feel like that's the wrong mindset. I think you need to you want to go there knowing what you want to do
Think you should like job hop
to get the most
as
out of it.
opposed to-
I think there's a
Do you
lot
think
of
job hopping is more important than getting a degree? Because then if you're job hopping, you might find a job you really like.
I'd say yes. I think if you like, there's certain industries where it's probably better to just go for it and
Yeah.
just try get your foot in the door and then get something rather than going to university getting a degree. Because even once you've done a degree, you've got a degree in something, you're still not guaranteed
Yeah.
any money or a job
Yeah, like a
any
good
way.
Job, yeah.
And someone who's
But I also think like if you start a degree 1 year, 4 years later, that industry's gonna be so different.
yeah.
Like by the
Well,
time you're finished looking for a job, the situation is gonna be
No,
so
well,
different.
what are your thoughts on AI? Sort of nice little segue there.
Into AI,
Yeah.
I think it's a useful tool. I think it's a useful tool. It really, really helps with homework and examinations. I think it is potentially dangerous in the future.
Yeah.
I think it will definitely make people lose jobs.
Mhm.
I think it will definitely people will get too sort of not shadowed by it, but like it will definitely take over and it
Mhm.
will become like the thing that runs the world.
All right. Okay, I think I think AI is slightly overrated in terms of its like ability. In terms of obviously it's progressed so much in literally the last 2 years. It's gone from like have you seen the Will Smith spaghetti where before it was like a jobbled mess, now it just looks like you've got a video of him. But like, I think there's still like a lot of jobs that can't be taken by it, and there's still a lot of things that like it can't do. Like I can't imagine within the next 20 years that we're gonna have robots just sort of kicking about people's houses and that. I think that's in like 200 years time in that. But also like Earth is so populated already, and just filling it with robots I don't think fixes any problems, and it probably just widens the gap.
I think you are right. It's a little. It's almost like a scary realization, like for especially like our age, because it's like the future is almost more unknown than ever at the moment because
Yeah.
you don't know what developments are going to come out of it.
Yeah.
That's like when you're saying about getting a degree. It's like you don't know what jobs there are going to be in 5-6 years time. When everyone's trying to settle down, so it's a scary thought.
Especially feel bad for people in like coding and like the music industry, because I've seen like you can literally just get it in 2 seconds. It can whip up a code like that works perfectly fine. Or music, it can literally make songs for you. It can make lyrics. It can do stuff.
Yeah.
Stop poking at me. No, but I do think it is a. If you were to ask me if it's good or bad, at the moment I'd say it's good. In terms of like, I'd rather have AI than not have it. But like, well, if you're watching this in 5 years and there's like the AI uprisings happened and we're all dead by then I'm sorry.
Yeah, rest in peace, pal.
That got quite serious there.
Yeah. Honest conversation.
Well, here's another hot take, or a little hot topic. I would say. Elgin Academy's no phone policy.
Oh.
As head student of Elgin Academy, thoughts?
I think it's good in the sense that something needed to be in place, because like too many people just going on them like when they're meant to actually be learning. But for the practical use of them, for what a phone is actually meant to be for, it makes things a lot harder.
Yeah.
So we're speaking like figuring out where people are. You know, it's breaking lunches. Where are you? I want to meet you. You know, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like the actual communication sense, or the organizing sense, like taking a photo of work, taking a photo of, you know, this, that, and the other. That's when it is limited, because, or like, you know, verifying your email, you know, stuff like that. It's the actual practical sense of a phone is when it becomes like pretty annoying. And also just like, I mean, it is a bit of an escape, like when you're a bit bored and stuff, but I suppose it does force people to actually do something.
Yeah, but I think like what it's done is that
It's like a black market now.
I was about to say that. Yeah, it's like it's like drugs in a way that now people, like, before they whip out their phone and the teacher just be like, I'll put that away, and they'd be like, oh, alright. But now it's like people are trying to get on their phone more because they're like deprived of it.
Yeah.
And also at like break times, it's turned it into like a prison in a way, where like you don't have freedom to do what you want anymore. We're now forced to play card games. Like,
which is a good in a sense.
I think it's maybe
it's very people are more social.
I'd say it's more social, but also like I don't think it's like, it wasn't designed to make people more social.
Yeah.
It was designed to stop people from being distracted in class. So I don't.
But it is quite good in a sense.
I think it's achieved a purpose, but I don't think it's achieved the purpose it was set out to do.
Yeah. No, I do get you. But it's just like seeing how it, like, in 2 months' time, it's like seeing how it looks, seeing what effect it is having. How do you measure that? Like, and moving on from it from there.
Can't wait to clip this up, put this in the bulletin. Head student says.
Just frame me.
Yeah.
Blackmail. Yeah.
Any other topic? We do also have here the European draw reactions. I don't know what I was thinking really doing that. But I'm assuming you know Chelsea's draw for.
Well, we play Chelsea and we play Bayern Munich.
Chelsea play Chelsea, do they?
Our two like pot A teams were Barcelona and Bayern Munich.
Hard games, that.
Yeah, home to Barcelona, which, you know, I think Carell's got Lamine Yamal locked up on the left side. So, I actually think we win both games.
Really?
I think we draw against Bayern. I think we draw against Barca, sorry. I think we beat Bayern Munich.
All right.
Still under Vincent Kompany, which is...
That's crazy to me.
I don't know how he's still there.
No,
I mean, he did win the league, so...
You said locked up, and that's just reminded me, back on Nottingham Forest, what are your thoughts on... I've forgotten his name now.
Eddie Neville?
No, the player for them.
Oh, Gibbs White.
Gibbs White.
Yeah.
Morgan Gibbs White.
I know. It sounded like an 8-year or 5-year deal after.
But if you look at the photo of him with the owner,
yeah,
like he's honestly, he's been held at gunpoint.
Yeah, quite literally.
Like, he looks so petrified to be there.
I know, and it's like, oh, what are your thoughts on Mr. Marinakis? I love him, great guy.
Yeah, honestly, he's turned into Trump now. He's hiding something, definitely.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's crazy. It's a crazy, crazy world.
What's football turned into, man?
I know. And Tottenham's Champions League?
Tottenham's Champions League. I can't actually remember everyone they've got. I know they've got Villarreal.
Says I'll win, surely.
I'd like to hope so.
Have you liked their start under Frank?
Obviously, the loss against Bournemouth was disappointing, but I think
Bournemouth are a good team these days.
That game could honestly be 0-0. But like it's an improvement, I'd say.
Yeah,
but
better than last season.
But it would still, I think it's still, there's a lot of work. But he's got his squad now. Hopefully, just keep working with it, and it'll happen eventually.
Yeah.
Got another question for you, and I feel like I might know the answer to this one as well. If you weren't into football, what would your thing be?
Like a different sport?
Your thing?
Well, it'd be tennis.
Tennis? I thought it'd be curling, if I'm honest.
Well, obviously curling as well. Scotland's like national sport. But if it wasn't for curling and football, it'd be tennis. I like the Grand Slams. Obviously, like playing, but I like watching. Obviously, Alcaraz just won the US Open in 4 sets against Yannick Sinner.
News to me.
Of Italy. But you know who Sinner is? He was the one that got the drugs banned.
Did he not go to heaven?
You know who Yannick Sinner is? Italian tennis player.
No.
He won Wimbledon.
Did they? What,
yeah,
this year?
you watched it.
I don't think I
We
didn't
watched it.
I watched Wimbledon up until Norrie got knocked out.
Oh, he got knocked out, I think, in the quarters this year.
Yeah, I don't think I
It was
watched past
pretty
then.
sure it was to Was it to Alcaraz? I can't remember. What would your thing be?
My thing, if it wasn't for football, well, I do quite like F1.
Yeah.
You know, I've gotten into that. But tell you what, like for recently, this season, it's the last season. You might not know. It's the last season of the current regulations. So next year, the size of the cars change, the engine changes, all that. So like, it's just not been great because all the teams are they're focusing on next year.
Yeah.
So it's just sort of McLaren's ran away with it. It looks like Piastri's gonna win it. Hopefully Norris wins it. But you know, I think Piastri's gonna win it.
Yeah.
Helix Mato's
He's
better.
bound to.
He's more consistent. He's better. But
His car's better than Verstappen still.
though McLaren's they're so much better than everyone else. But to be fair, Max Verstappen did literally just win Monza.
Yeah.
But I think that it's one of just an odd case.
Who podiumed?
Podium.
Did
It was Verstappen.
Did Hamilton not?
Hamilton was not on the podium.
No. I thought I saw.
He might have been on like the 17th place podium. Oh, that's an image of the. We're getting the result. It was Verstappen, Norris, and Piastri. So
Oh,
it means
so I was completely wrong.
Norris have got slightly closer to Piastri, but he's still quite far behind.
Yeah.
No, I think that would be my thing. Even for like, it is such an expensive sport. Even football, for like people say like, oh, football's got so expensive. You want to go see the Premier League?
Yeah.
It's like what, 60 quid a ticket?
Oh, more sometimes.
More
for a derby, it
for
can be
like
in
a
the
good one. I
hundreds,
know
like-
Man United for like seats near the front of the pitch, like near the dugouts. I think you're like 140.
Well, it's like paying for a music concert just every weekend. Like,
But they're like, it's just gotten so. But Formula One, like like a 3-day ticket, because realistically you're not gonna go just to see the race. You want to
Yeah.
see the qualifying as well. For the cheapest one, I think in Hungary, it's £60 a day. So that's 100.
day?
That's 180 altogether, and that's just a stand. That's not a seat.
yeah.
I think it's crazy how expensive
And you
it
pay
is.
more for the seat.
You pay so much more for the seat. I was looking at light hospitality for Zandvoort. Obviously Zandvoort's passed, but like
Where is that?
the Netherlands.
Okay.
The like light hospitality, you know, you get like a little drink, you get like a half decent seat, and I think for 3 days they were £6,000.
Oh my god.
Crazy.
Is that the one you want to go to?
Well, it's past this season. No, I'd like to go Silverstone, but like Zandvoort's like the second closest, so it'll be alright. But it's just so expensive. But yeah, concerts. I can't believe concerts get away with some of their prices though.
Crazy.
How much are people paying for Oasis?
All sorts of prices. I paid 120 for my Imagine Dragons tickets, and I was up high as well.
Is that Ticketmaster or what?
Yeah. Well, it was Gigsberg.
Never heard them.
It's like a knockoff Ticketmaster.
All right. No, but Ticketmaster seem to get away. I don't like. Everyone says it seems like it comes out literally every concert. Oh, Ticketmaster dynamic pricing ruins it for fans, and they seems like artists still use Ticketmaster to sell their tickets.
Yeah, it's weird because it's like people will pay it, which is the
Yeah,
kind of the sad part.
There's
It's like-
always going to be people that pay it.
Yeah. It's just like sometimes it is worth it, but at the same time, it's like at the end of the day, it's just a music concert.
Mhm. You can watch it at home.
Right, not the same, not the same. I'm a firm believer
Right.
in buy the ticket, spend your money.
Yeah, I do believe in that.
But
Well, I feel bad for people who bought tickets to. I want to say it's Post Malone in London, because the Tube, as we're recording this, the Tube's on strike.
Coldplay
Was it
on the
Coldplay?
7th and 8th of
I
September.
think Post Malone
so
was
just
also.
just the weekend. Well,
I-
maybe Post
I
Malone.
think Post Malone was also supposed to be at Wembley like
Mm.
this week.
Mm.
They've all had to cancel it
Mm-hmm.
because the Tube's on strike,
Uh-huh.
which is like what happens to all the people. Like it's not like everyone there was from London. Like there's probably people that maybe flew from Brazil if they couldn't get a ticket when they was in Brazil or something, and that's happened.
Well, I flew to Hungary to watch Coldplay.
That is crazy. What, just for that?
No, well, we went for a few days. Like,
Oh,
we
yeah.
made it into a holiday, but the sole purpose was the concert.
Mhm.
They were very good, but obviously
It could have been better.
could have been a Cali game. Like,
How much are they nowadays?
oh,
I'm sure they're not charging. You can probably buy the ground for less than 160 quid.
No, it's about 20 quid a ticket.
Mhm. Slightly reasonable.
Well, I've got a season ticket though, so
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, what else is there? You get to the games.
Yeah. I like going to the Inverness games.
All of them. Do you ever
Obviously,
miss?
that's
Do you ever
my-
miss one?
Yeah, I miss quite a lot because obviously like
So why do you get a season ticket?
because I go to enough that it makes sense money wise.
All right, so it's just slightly more worth.
Yeah,
it.
so it's more worth it instead of buying a ticket every time I make it. But
Well, we might have to start charging for this. Saying when we upload this, we'll have met one of the criteria to get monetization for subscriptions.
why?
You need 2 episodes, and I think you need 100 followers or something
We'll
to
get
get
that.
monetization for subscriptions. So they can start paying to listen to this good stuff.
I'm sure they'd love to.
I'm sure we're not going to charge Ticketmaster prices for it, but
No, just like packet of crisps and a bottle of juice. So.
I don't even think that, honestly, we might have to pay people to listen to this. But,
It's absolute drivel.
I think we're coming to the end here.
Yep,
But
we've had a great time in today's episode.
It's been wondrous. It's been fantastic.
It
And
has.
keeping with our new tradition of ending the videos,
Yeah, with a little bit of music.
we're going to go back to Craig Music Time
Yes.
with me banging on everything in this room.
Yes. Thank you very much for listening. Goodbye. Woo!